Hi everyone.
You sounded like a child. Why did you do that?
Hi guys, this is Tom and Michael, and we're going to be doing a Let's Play of Hearthstone. How's it going, Michael?
I'm good, how you doing?
Yeah, pretty good.
Let's,
Yeah, we're just doing a simple 1v1 duel thing. I think we'll do a best of 3, just to pad out the video a bit, but yeah, so basically we get to choose a deck. I'm going to go with my Murloc deck to piss off Michael.
I've got two decks, one of which is not a good deck, and the other which has won me some games online, and when I say some, I mean about 1 out of 100. So that's a successful deck for me.
Yeah, that's very successful for Michael. We tried playing a few weeks ago, and what was the final tally? Was it 16 wins to me, 0 wins to Michael? Something like that.
Something like that.
Alright, let's start the game. There we go.
It was an embarrassingly small amount to me, being a 0.
Yeah, that's like embarrassing by all counts.
It could have been worse, I suppose. No, it couldn't have been any worse.
Okay, damn it, we can't talk about our hands, or we risk. Or we can talk about it after we've played it.
We're doing a best of 3, so we can go ahead and talk about our hands.
What?
We're doing a best of 3, so, you know, it doesn't matter if we talk about our hands in one of them.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. But let's not, like, actively talk about what's going
Just
on
why
in
don't
our
you tell the audience what cards you have, and I won't listen. I'll just tune out. I promise I won't listen to...
You promise?
No. I swear I'll mute you completely.
Okay, right, we're going to get rid of this one and this one.
Which ones were those
We'll keep
for
this
the
one,
audience?
then this one, then this one.
And what were they
There we go.
called, for the benefit of the audience?
None of your business.
Okay, it's a good card, that.
Yeah. Right, okay.
We should tell them, isn't the general rule to get rid of any card that is above 3?
Yeah, usually. Like, you've got to try and get a decent mana curve. Like, with my opening cards there, I haven't got very good ones, to be honest.
I want to put a disclaimer here. I haven't played this
unfortunate.
game for quite some time. I'm playing
Here we
MTG
go.
online. I haven't been playing it for a while, it's true.
Yeah,
So I'm not really...
it is true. I haven't played in a while either, really. But really
See, I'm used to the idea that after each turn, health will be replenished on each card. So I need to get that out of my head, because that's an MTG tactic. MTG
Yep.
rule.
It's very true. Are you going to end your turn?
I thought I just did. I'm going to play around with the map.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Poking out a man's eye.
It's good fun, I can hear you doing it.
Ah, bloody hell. Right, what can we do? What can we do? Let's see what we get from this totem. Damn it, that's not what I wanted, but it'll do. Your go.
Thanks for that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we might as well just play a paper-based card game if we're going to do that.
Your turn! Right, what shall I do?
Yeah, I've got possibly the most awful hand that I could have, so you might be in good standing here. Also, this is mages are the best against this deck, so that's the other thing you've got going for you.
See, the thing I don't like about playing with you is you sort of build me up with all of these things that might allow me to win, just so when I lose, you can gloat even more.
Yeah.
All of these clauses like that, you should win because of this, you should win because of that, and then I fail, and you're like, oh, you did not manage to win anyway.
Don't take it so seriously, Michael.
Towards
It's okay.
the end of the game, we're definitely going to get that, oh no, you can still turn this around before you
Yeah.
take me to like minus 28.
Motivational speech.
I know. It's really horrible. Psychological, like, I don't know.
Right, here's some insight into
Warfare.
tactics, or tactics as I understand this game from my limited knowledge. Is oh, good move. Basically, life isn't that important unless you're below 0, which obviously sounds obvious, but the main way to tell it who's winning is to look at the battlefield. Whoever's got battlefield dominance is in the best standing usually, but also how many cards are in your hand. You don't want to play out your hand too quickly, because you know, gives you less options. If you get into the stage where you're just playing based on one card being drawn each turn, then that only gives you one way to play each hand.
And it's interesting because I find that it's true that, health doesn't really matter until a certain point, but I always find that I get to that point too late. I'll be at like 15 health, and I'll be like, okay, I should stop, playing aggressively now. And then he'll just like, smash me to bits, like immediately. So it's difficult to find when that point is.
Yeah, it's sort of a balance. I mean,
Balance
you
is
said
hard to
like
find.
a while ago this is almost like the Call of Duty of card games, which I'd agree with in some respects. Like, in that it's probably not quite as deep as Magic the Gathering, in that there's not as many different.
I wouldn't
strategies
say
and
it's
stuff you
even
can do,
depth. It's
but-
more like it's more strict. Not, well, I don't know if it's strict, but there's less chance. It's more formulaic in that there are things that you should do and things that you shouldn't do, and there's not much room for chance. That's
yeah,
sort
definitely.
of how I see it
It's,
so far.
Magic the Gathering is quite proud of the fact that it's almost like poker, in that luck is a large element of it. Whereas this one's very esportsified, which I know you're not a big fan of in a lot of games.
Meh. I don't want to start slagging off esports.
Yeah, not this video. We'll save
No,
that for another
not
time.
this video.
Okay, now I can start pulling the gears. That's not a saying, is it?
Right, I'm gonna.
Pull all these gears now.
You've laid down.
Okay.
We have to start rustling the cats.
You're not going to enjoy this very much.
You're using a Murloc deck. I hate you.
I did say at the start of the video.
You're right. I did not like that very much at all.
Right, I need to look out because at 7 mana, mages get this big spell that does like... oh, bad mistake, Michael. You should have killed the other one. The other one actively buffs all my Murlocs. Yeah.
Thanks for that.
A big part of Hearthstone tactics is sort of knowing all the cards. So it's quite hard for beginners to sort of... That's sort of like where a lot of the learning curve comes from. So, for example, I know like... with 7 mana, he'll get the thing that does 4 damage to all my minions on the battlefield. And, you need to memorize all the secrets for each class and stuff. Which is, pretty tricky. But it's fun. Makes it fun.
Yeah, card memorization is important. I mean, it's easier in this game than it is in something like MTG, where there's like, a cajillion
Yeah.
cards, so... it is quite accessible. But I mean, it's accessible
Yeah.
in the way that you'll start getting good at it if you play it solidly for like, a week. That kind of accessible, not sort of pick up and play accessible, but...
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's a free-to-play game, so it's designed to be addictive.
Yeah, and in a lot of respects it is, in this sort of style where I'm playing you, like not for a ranked matchmaking, it's almost is pay to win, because obviously because I've, or not necessarily pay to win, but
Yeah, I know
the
what
amount
you
of
mean.
time played.
Basically,
It's a big advantage because-
you can buy cards with real money, or you can use in-game money to buy cards. So the longer you play, the more in-game money you get, and therefore the better card decks you can get because you've played longer. So it's sort of
Yeah.
pay to win or play to win. Play to win is a ridiculous term, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You sort of have
But in
to play.
fairness, before they,
You have to play to win.
they-
Oh, what a rip-off! Or win without playing.
That's like should be the case for all games. But yeah,
Will you fuck off with the Murlocs? Jesus Christ!
well, it is a Murloc deck. It's like it's what it's meant to do.
Oh my god, I really hope I get that spell that wipes the board. There are so many Murlocs.
Yeah.
But like MTG, there is a deck you would have that would combat this Murloc deck, perfectly if you knew how
Yeah.
to play it. It's just, yeah, I don't have that deck, and I don't know how to make that deck. But
Unless you've got that 7 mana card, unless you've got a freeze, you can't win this game.
no, I think I know. I think I do, but I don't think I have it yet. Well, I might as well do that because
Oh, that might save you some time.
yeah, it'll save me some time, but it won't save my life.
Well, that's all you've got to do now, like try and stall. But yeah, anyway, to clarify, like you can't buy individual
Lovely.
cards like with real money. You can buy randomized packs, like the same as like Magic the Gathering in the real card version or Pokemon or whatever. But you can craft specific cards using only the in-game currency of what's it called, dust, something like that.
Belly button fluff.
Which is actually good because they could have not done that and made it so you had to buy these randomized packs to get everything. but instead they've made it so if you're looking for a specific card, you can just make use of the dust to build specific ones.
Yeah.
So you're not wasting your time working your way through randomized shit.
But one thing I don't understand about this is because, obviously there are certain... I mean, there are no pre-built decks per se as there are in MTG. You could buy pre-built decks, for certain tactics. And they don't have that in this game. But the community have sort of created pre-built decks. And there's this problem that I find that because games are random and they don't match you based on the other player's deck to make it a fair game. They match you based on the player's skill. If you have a deck that, for instance, can't combat the Murloc deck, then you're screwed, and it's just bad luck on who you're against. Because you might have a deck that's good against a different tactic instead of one that's the full Murloc deck.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's true. I mean, I think this Murloc deck is pretty cheesy in that regard. It might not be the best deck ever, but it's very good against most decks. But it's very easily countered at the same time. So, yeah, I'd say it's a fair point. So I mean, in the end, I think this game is best played as a more casual game than something like Dota, where you're trying to be really competitive and getting stressed out about your rank or whatever. Because in the end, it's a fairly simple game.
It's like
actual mechanics.
like if you would say like MTG is like chess, this is like backgammon. It's something you would play like in the park with, as like
Noughts and crosses.
as like an old black man. Like, it's not really it's kind of a down to earth kind of old man kind of game.
It's just like chilled out, really.
But it's just like coming back to that point. When you play card games in person, you can kind of shake their hand and say, okay, I have this deck and you have that deck, and then you can sort of you can play a fair game based on the decks that you have. But when you play a game like this, completely random, you don't know what you're going to get. I mean, certain characters, let alone decks, are better against other characters, and there's a lot of strange variables like that sometimes make it feel a little bit unbalanced. But then again, I never win against you, so I just sound like I'm making excuses. But that's kind of what I found. I have won quite a bit online, so that's kind of what I found. This deck can beat someone online if they have a weaker deck, but it can be crushed by someone who has a stronger deck or a different character. So even if they have the same sort of skill. Paying attention.
Well, when we played before, like not in a recorded session, we were sort of having this argument of like it's more a game about luck and how good your deck building and stuff is. But then I was playing all default decks and still managed to get an advantage in every game just through game knowledge and stuff.
Yeah, there is a lot of relying on knowledge too.
Yeah. Did you notice my mistake last turn? I could have finished you in that turn, but
now I was pondering the philosophy of Hearthstone in my head.
Philosophy? There's no philosophy in
I'm
this.
going to write the book, the philosophy.
Oh, I got a
of
reward.
Hearthstone. Did you? What did you get?
A golden card. A golden frost shock.
Lovely stuff.
Neat.
I'm going to use my custom warlock, and I don't remember what's in the deck.
Okay, I'm going to play with a basic deck just to see how it goes.
Okay, I'm going to use my custom mage again then against your custom.
Okay, sure.
Custom deck. Let's see how
I've just gone with priest.
All right.
I don't know how good the default priest is. I can't remember. Oh bloody hell! Got an awful opening thing to choose from. That's okay though. Yeah, have you played in the arena yet?
You mean online against other people?
No, the actual game mode called the arena, where you have to draft a deck from a randomized pool of cards.
No.
That's really fun. Like that's probably the most fun thing about it. But unfortunately, it costs in-game gold to play.
Oh,
or
that
$1.50
sucks.
pop.
That really
yeah,
sucks.
I mean it's not too bad because the gold's only used to either buy packs or enter the arena, and when you enter the arena, you're guaranteed a pack at the end of it anyway.
Oh, that's okay.
And it only costs 50 gold more, so I always just do that.
Yeah, that's
And
okay,
then
I guess.
If you get more than, I think, 5 or 6 or 7 wins, you get all your gold back as well.
Yeah,
plus
right.
more. So it's good. Like,
Yeah, that's okay.
I mean, in the end, it's a free-to-play game, so there's going to be these like bollocks restrictions. But what are you going to do?
It's an interesting one. I mean, it has the same sort of fast-paced fast-paced reward system that most free-to-play games have. I mean, you can play this game for hours on end. It's built to be quite addictive. So it definitely feels like a free-to-play game in that respect.
Yeah, but it doesn't. I wouldn't say it's one that feels like.
It doesn't feel like a
you're being
rip-off.
cheated
Yeah,
or-
yeah. No, not
It's
at
not
all.
one where you're getting bombarded by stuff that you feel like you're at a massive disadvantage because you can't shell out for that money.
Yeah,
to get this
they've been
add-on
really
and-
smart. It's fun to spend, sort of, in this game, and that's what all most free-to games either go the way of, like, you're forced to spend out of frustration, or they make it really fun to spend. The ones that try and make it really fun to spend usually fail, but Blizzard have been pretty clever about how they want to do it this time.
Yeah.
Oh, he has taunt.
I spent money on one thing in this game
Did you? What was that?
to get like I don't know, it was the minimum amount of booster packs because if you bought something during the beta, you got this special card that you can't get otherwise. So I thought I'd see what it was,
Lovely
and it was
stuff.
pretty bad.
It was a joker.
Yeah.
Didn't have any
A
stat
normal deck of
points.
cards.
Just an idiot clown in a hat. Yeah. No, I haven't spent any money on this yet, but I have bought MTG cards and things like that in the digital game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's just when they give you the option of just playing to win gold to buy decks, I just rather do that, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, the vast majority of my cards are from that. Like, there's literally from about, I don't know, must have been like £3 or something, and that's only for 2 booster packs or something.
But I
All
think
the rest I've managed to get free playing.
I think it is true to say, though, that if the longer the game runs for, the weaker your decks are, the more of a disadvantage you'll be at, because the more people will have better decks. So, I mean, there is a huge incentive to play a lot, or if you don't have time, to buy a lot of decks.
Yeah, 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 definitely. Let's see.
But I find that a bit of a turn-off, because it's like a constant investment. It's like upkeep, and I don't necessarily like that.
Well, I mean, I've gone for months without playing. Like, since we last played, I've only really started playing again since the open beta came out.
Yeah.
And I haven't noticed any disadvantage at all in matchmaking. I mean,
Yeah, but it's just the way that the matchmaking matches you against people of your skill rather than people of the same sort of deck quality as you, and they do that intentionally so that obviously there's more incentive to play more and get more decks. But if you don't at least play a lot to get better decks, and then maybe you can go take a break or whatever. But if you don't sort of make an investment, make an effort, then you're kind of screwed-ish. But I suppose that's understandable.
yeah.
But it is a lot of fun to play on your laptop or something like that
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
when you're watching like Netflix or listening to music.
Yeah, it's just something to sort of wind down with, really. It's just not really a game to sort of look into too much. It's just like, if you're having fun, then play it, and if you want to spend money. If not, then, move on. What a good analysis.
It really is. If you want to spend money, go ahead. If you don't, then don't. I don't care. Whatever. Whatever you want.
What I mean is, like, if Dota introduced a thing where there was, like, something equivalent to how it works in Hearthstone, I'd be really pissed off because it's such a competitive game. But
I suppose.
with this, it's just like, who cares? It's only Hearthstone. Don't worry about it.
That's a great back of the box quote for Blizzard. It's only Hearthstone. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Right.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not sure yet. Guess I'll bring this bad boy out.
He is a bad boy.
Not doing amazingly well, but I've got a nice big hand.
Not
So,
doing
that's
amazingly
good.
well, but I have massive hands. So.
Exactly.
There's one consolation.
It's the one thing I've got going for me.
I don't know if I should save this or not, but it would give me some supremacy.
Rule of thumb, don't bother saving stuff. Just use it like when it's a good moment to use it.
Doesn't make any sense. Because that doesn't make any sense because don't bother saving it. Use it when it's a good moment to use it.
Yeah, like if you're like, oh, it's quite a good time to use it now, just use it, because unless there's like an insanely better option.
But you would know if there was an insanely better option because you would have used it instead of saving it. I think your advice is flawed.
I think you're flawed.
Oh man.
I've got like no comeback. We were very fair.
I hate this guy. This guy, the arena guy. Oh, he's the most annoying card in any card game I've ever played.
He is a bit of a pain in the ass.
Because he has like super health, but every time you hit him, he gains attack damage, which makes him like the ultimate.
Yep.
The ultimate
Especially when you
card.
can buff his health up as well.
Yeah, it's a good tactic as a priest. I'm gonna have to get rid of him. Like,
Right, the best thing for you to do is to use your fire blast on me.
no, I'm gonna get rid of him because I really don't like him. His attack power's gone up. I hate him. Now I'm gonna lose another card. So 2 cards to take down 1 card is like really
Yep.
bad.
It's all about card value.
It's a really
But at
bad
least you've cleared the
exchange.
battlefield.
What I'm gonna do is draw some more cards for next time.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, I know, right? There we go. Have some Tauren cards.
Ah, that's a pain. I think you're going to win this one.
You say that just so you can beat me down more when I lose.
Yeah, but I don't really know what I've got going for me in this game.
Or in life.
Yeah, that's true actually. Alright, I guess I'll do that, I suppose. Not happy about it though.
The Whorehound.
Is someone
It's a good card though.
No, it's not. It's okay, but 7 mana for 9 attack and 5 defense is pretty bad.
I mean, it's hard to take down.
It should have something like Taunt or, I don't know. Yeah, I figured you'd polymorph. Ah, wheel. Good man, you're not getting greedy. It's good. A lot of players on the ladder would attack me directly and leave that priest alive.
That would
'Cause
be
that's stupid.
ridiculous.
Yep.
So you know, there's going to be this conception with people watching this that I'm terrible at this game, but really the truth is I'm not that bad, but you're just really good at it.
Not that good. I'm leading this one.
Yeah, but I'm sure you'll come back, you know.
I don't know about that. Alright.
But I mean,
That didn't help me.
if you do lose, I mean, it goes to show you that, you know, having a stock deck is a huge disadvantage. And it would have proved me right all along.
No, we'll give it another few games before we come to that conclusion.
Oh, okay. Play it safe
Alright,
in
plus
the,
one,
in the
plus
name
one.
of science.
Okay, cool.
As if Brainiac will sponsor this video, like Mythbusters might or something.
Whenever I play this game on a Let's Play, I always get scared that people that know a lot more about the game than me will get angry at me for some reason.
Yeah, it is one of those games. I mean, I'm kind of worried about that now as well. It's like, you should have done this turn at this point, and you would have won, you fucking idiot, you don't know anything about the game. I get that in war game videos a lot. It's like, this is entertainment, this isn't a tutorial, just FYI.
That's why I'm never going to do a Dota Let's Play for PCGmedia. Because that's the only game that would like hurt my ego a little bit. I get told off enough in actual games, so... I was hoping you wouldn't do that.
I don't know why I did that.
Oh, you should have taken out my Velociraptor.
It's not too late.
Oh, okay, have you got a stupid card?
I have, yeah, I've got a stupid card. Oh, why? Oh, that was a really silly move.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna... No, I'm not.
it's okay. It's
not okay.
still doing well.
It's not okay.
Oh, for goodness sake. What a neat card. It's like one of the worst cards in the game.
It's good at the start. It kind of makes you feel
That's
powerful. Because you get to lay a card and do attack. So it's kind of like, ooh, look at me doing 2 things in 1 turn. I feel special.
Man, you've got such good value with that Yeti. Oh well.
Why did you do that? She had such a good attack power.
Shall I heal up your Yeti for you to give you more of an impact?
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
That's pretty much my hand played out now, though. That's not good.
That was
Alright,
that was in revenge for what you did to me.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts. So much AoE. Man, why didn't you get all these good cards when you were against my Murlocs?
I thought luck wasn't a factor.
What? No, it is.
Oh, it is now.
Just-
It is when you're losing.
Hey man, I've always said it's just not as much as Magic.
Your tone of voice has gone like
Gone upset.
embarrassingly. Yeah.
Hey, I thought when you use the coin when you're already on 10 mana, you get an extra card. I must have been mistaken.
You must have been.
Oh well. Whoops.
There's your excuse for why you're losing. Out of the
Whoops.
way, just on the record.
Yeah. Oh no, you got another big beastie.
Hmm.
4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, you can kill me next turn unless I can pull something out the bag. Ooh, not too bad now. Because I can't heal myself at least.
Okay, this is...
What's he got? Oh!
Let's just hope I don't have something, I don't know, like a polymorph or something. Oh, I did have a polymorph, sorry.
No, that's fine. I was expecting a spell to damage me more.
You can still heal yourself though, it's not over. I mean, you can hit me for 4. Let's see what happens.
Let's work this out. 3, 4, 2, 2, 6.
Are you counting on your hands?
No,
Yeah, you are.
I wasn't.
Yeah, you were.
Okay. This is like a bit of a last resort.
Not bad.
Good old Witch Doctor.
Yeah,
Bad card,
there
but
you
can
go.
be helpful.
Not bad. You've recouped for your next round, depending on what I have. Yeah, looks like you're okay.
Whoa.
Give it a shot.
Not very though.
You're okay by 1 point.
Whoa.
So you could attack me for quite a bit. I mean,
Yeah, but this didn't help me very much. 3, 4. No, I can't win.
do you want to attack yourself and die with dignity?
No, you can't do that.
Yes, you can, can't you? You used to be able to attack yourself.
You can fireball yourself, but you can't get your creatures to attack you.
Oh, you can't die with honor.
No.
How shall I die with honor? I don't appreciate that whatsoever.
See, if this core hand was good, it'd have, what's it called? Taunt. I think it should have Taunt.
I'm gonna let this card do the honors.
It's like a little wolf's just come along.
Completely. Right at the end of the battle. My loot! Roll need, I need it all.
Good job.
See, now, I'd like to point out at this point that at no point in my Hearthstone career, my very short Hearthstone career, did I Google what the best cards were to use or the best tactics. I created that custom deck myself using experience that I know through the game. And I think that that's just the most fun way to play games. Like, it's one of these games where a lot of people will... they'll go online and they'll say, okay, which game, which card should I use in my deck? And that just, it's like, what's the point? Like, it's a game that needs some smarts. So it's like, creating the deck is as integral to the gameplay as playing it itself. It's supposed to be fun because it's smart and challenging. Yeah. So...
Like, people need to, like, not get too caught up in the meta.
Yeah, exactly. So if you sort of
Sorry, one
Google...
sec.
You asked for it.
Hello. Sorry about that.
Gonna have to edit that out now.
Someone walked through.
I was saying,
Right.
if you Google what deck that you're supposed to, if you Google what deck you want to get, and then you win with it, it's kind of like, it's not your victory. Like, it's half your victory,
Yeah,
half
no,
the guy
I agree with
who
that.
created the deck. So, you know, that victory was cool for me because I created that deck and I won with it and sort of worked out myself. And I think that that's the most fun thing for me. But it's not what's rewarded by the community in the game. No one gives a shit if you won with a deck that you created yourself. In fact, if you won with a deck you created yourself instead of the decks that they come up with, then you're an idiot in their opinion. And that's sort of the problem with most of the communities in games like this. You know, if you don't do things their way, then you're a moron. But it's more fun to sort of think about it and play how you want to play. And if you
Yeah,
win,
definitely. I mean,
then what's the problem?
Yeah, like the most satisfying thing in this game is like building a deck from scratch. It'll probably be shit like at first.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Play
yeah.
games,
Yeah.
analyze what went well, what didn't work,
And,
so on.
and that's really in the spirit of card games. You know, you go to these events and you try out new decks and you play with them and they don't work and then you mix and match and see what cards aren't performing well. I mean, that's what I loved about MTG, like in the rule set, you know, it wants you to go out and lose with new decks until you figure out what cards aren't working and what cards are working, and then you perfect your deck. And then when you've got that deck, you play
Yeah.
for years with it and you figure it out yourself. But, you know, now people are more interested in sort of Googling what deck to use. And that's a shame.
Yeah,
I think that's a shame.
it's just pointless, really. Yeah, it's like my Murloc deck. Like that wasn't just one that was. I mean, obviously, like the core thing of having a Murloc deck was invented by Blizzard when they made the game. But like you know, I used to do it with a hunter, I think, and then like you know, through games you sort of realise like what's going to make it better, what's going to increase the chance that you'll start off with a good hand, and so on. And that's what sort of made it so good over time that it wins about 80% of games. Like even against people that have got AoE spells, it's pretty good. Like it's as robust as a Murloc deck could be.
Yeah.
I'm playing with another default, by the way, at the moment.
Yeah. I haven't used the hunter yet. I've unlocked him, but I've neglected to use him.
You haven't used what, sorry?
The hunter.
Oh, right, yeah. He's pretty good. It's fun. He's a bit like going as green in Magic the Gathering.
It's a bit like gold is green. What, full of Jews?
What? I said it's a bit like going green
Oh, right.
in
Favorite,
Magic the Gathering.
favorite gold is green in, like, London. I was like, what are you talking about?
Confusion.
Oh, that's, like, a really good start for you.
Not bad. Alright. Not bad card value there.
Hmm.
1 card for 0. Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best way in Hearthstone to think about it is there's like lots of little things that add up to a victory. Like you've got to keep track of like the trades that you're doing. Like if you're always taking out a big card using 2 cards, then you're the one that's down.
Mm.
And you got to look at like how much mana it costs you to do certain things. And yeah, it's but then obviously you also need like some sort of cohesive plan in the long run. And that's just part of the fun.
It's kind of hard to have a long-term plan. I mean, that's with the experience as well. I mean, you can tell what tactics people are using. You can spot trends the more you play. But if you're starting out, then it all seems kind of arbitrary to you at the start.
Yeah, yeah.
So I won't be able to spot any like known sort of tactics throughout the game at the level that I'm at.
Yeah, yeah.
I just see how it goes. No. You're a bad
This hunter deck is
person.
horrible. It's like not really playing on the hunter's strengths very well.
Do you know what?
What? Are you going to do the old, yeah, flame strike?
Just like that's just my way of saying, do you know what? Fuck this. We're starting again. It's not
Start
bad though.
again, but this time I'll have an advantage.
5 cards for 1 card. Yeah, but I've taken
Yeah.
taken your deck down by quite a substantial amount.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. It was good for you.
Was indeed, was indeed.
I should have kept track that you hadn't used your coin. That was stupid of me.
You fool! I want to get rid of that guy.
I can't do
I
that.
don't like him.
That's all that guy's good for, like getting the sheep out of you.
Yeah, but you know.
But I've got a feeling that might be like the best card in my deck still.
Oh, why did you destroy her? She was such a powerful woman. Powerful, strong, independent
so
woman.
crap.
She's the best. She's like an extra.
Right, well, especially for a mage. Like, what's the point? You've already got a thing that can ping 1 damage.
Yeah. What is the point in her existence?
That's one of the best cards, that Chillwind Jetty.
Yeah, he's great. He's my best friend.
Really good. Oh,
It's like you actually felt that.
yeah.
Don't hurt him. I really wish I still had another one of those board clearing cards.
It's weird, I thought the Oasis Snapshot guy was a taunt card. Forgot that. Oh well.
He would be so overpowered if he was a taunt card. For four
would.
4
He
mana,
would, yeah.
that would be insane.
Yeah, no, definitely. He's like a pretty bad card as it is, actually. Unless you've got something where you give other cards taunt, then he's a pretty useless card. Oh well, I think it's best not to attack your Yeti. Put the pressure on.
You have put the pressure on, indeed.
Turning the gas up.
Yep.
I'm going to invent more phrases.
And other popular analogies. Taz Dingo, motherfucker.
Bloody Taz Dingo.
I know.
Such a solid card.
He's such a dick.
Watch this, they'll perfectly land to kill one of my creatures. Ah, the best one you could have killed. I'm salty. Oh, you've got me on the rocks now. Alright. Bah! Okay, 2, 2.
Go through the thought
fuck's sake.
process.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Alright, well, I can bring this guy out at least. I'm not happy about it. Ah, that bloody Taz Dingo, he's so good.
He's such a Taz dingbat.
Yeah. He said it.
He is fantastic, though.
Yeah, he is good. Like, everything about him is pretty good.
Sounds like you're in love with him. Just end your
Oh,
turn. Stop being...
Chill out, I'm trying to figure out whether to use the Iron Forge Rifleman.
Never use the Iron Forge Rifleman. That's like
Don't
rule.
use them.
That's like rule
Rule of
number
thumb.
1. Yeah.
You googled that one.
I know. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Googled it all day, every day. I'm going to do this because he's intimidating me
Goodness sake.
for no other reason than he just sort of seems intimidating. Seems like one I should get rid of, and him as well because his health's too high.
Oh.
I find that moderately annoying, and then also going to get rid of him because he's looking at me wrong. I'm going to do that.
Good work.
Not really. I haven't got any cards in my deck now, and I've got low health, so... That's kind of a downer about these games, is you sort of know when you're going to lose. It's like a driving test. You know on your driving test when sort of you watch them mark down a mistake, and you know that you failed, but you have to continue with it anyway. It's kind of like that sort of thing. You just sort of just want to drive off a bridge because you failed anyway. So it's a massive fuck you.
Nah, you're in pretty good shape, really.
That'll help.
Oh my god. Now you're especially in good shape.
It's not a bad deck.
Stupid card. Yeah, that's right.
You can always shoot me with your special...
Oh,
little-
for goodness sake. I know, I'm hoping that you just can't kill me within 5 turns, but I don't think that's going to happen. Don't know why I picked that. Like,
Yeah,
completely didn't.
The thing about my deck is I've got a lot of high-level cards and not so many mid-level. A few low and a few high.
Yeah, that's good though.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, one of them will probably have 3 HP or less. I'll just pick that card that does 3 damage. If I get another one though, that'd be handy. I think I'm screwed though.
I don't know about that. If I win this one, can we conclude that if you have a stock deck, you're at a huge disadvantage to someone who has a custom deck?
Yeah, I mean, Like I know like it sounds like excuses, but the default decks do vary in quality hugely.
Yeah, that is true. I found that as well. I need to be careful on my health though, so I should really... Don't really want to lose a card though. Just leave me alone right now. It's really... Well, he's nearly gone anyway, so... There's not much I can do with him.
Why did you do that? You could have ended the whole game in that turn.
Oh, I'm a fool! I'm used to losing, so I don't really think about the victory scenario. I think about like the best possible ending.
Yeah, for the entertainment of the video. You've added a new twist to this story.
I could actually lose this one right now.
I know you've like sort of.
I fucked myself. There's a very high chance
fully,
that I
but-
could lose.
It's a bit like all bets are off, especially now I've got this up.
Oh Christ!
But you still got the advantage though. Like it's less turns until you win
Oh
with your hero power. I mean, you just got a stupid fireball now.
no, we're
Oh no. Ah, there we go.
Fuck!
What? That's not a big deal. You still get your slime.
Best out of 3, I won 2, you won 1. Having
Yeah,
a stock deck
triple win.
gives you a disadvantage. I was right all along. Hearthstone is pay to win. Fuck
That's
you,
conclusion to
Blizzard.
the video.
Yeah. Massive.
Hearthstone's awful.
We could. My argument was that Hearthstone's awful all along. You've lost, so now you agree. No, it's not. It's fun. As you can see, like from the video,
Yeah.
it's a fun time.
Yeah, it's just a fun, relaxing thing to do. Made more so fun by playing with friends.
Yeah. Playing online is good as a sort of like, I'm doing something else, but I'm also doing this activity. But yeah, it's best played with friends. So yeah, go play it.
Yeah, yeah, it's good. It's one of the good ones. It's on the team of the angels of the free-to-play world.
Yeah. And on that note, on that bombshell, yeah, thanks for watching.